Namaste YouTube, welcome to Cafe Enoma and welcome to our reaction to Don't Let the Sun Catch You Crying. It's a song by GERRY and the Pacemakers. We reacted to GERRY and the Pacemakers a couple of months ago on the request of our patron Arnie. This time also it's his request, and we both realized they do sound like Beatles a lot. It was good. It was surprising to listen to them. The song that we heard was interesting, something enjoyable, but very short. And that's I think that's the same case here as well.
The Beatles also have mostly short songs,
yeah.
3 minutes or less.
So it should be exciting to listen to this one. Don't Let the Sun Catch You Crying. I hope it's something meaningful, even if it is short. We both are from Mumbai, India, making our reaction videos from our home in Mumbai, and we upload from India. So what happens, it's a completely different thing for YouTube to understand that two people from Mumbai actually creating content which are supposed to be targeted to the Western people.
Mainly
Someone in the UK, someone in the USA, Canada or European country, somewhere over there. So what happens, because Indian YouTubers are supposed to create content for Indian people, and that's what happens. The recipes are Indian, what people make here, that is targeting the audience of India or someone who's interested in it. But with us, YouTube is a bit confused in our case because we are making from here. It's going to be exported to a Western country, so they don't really understand what is happening. The algorithms are failing when it comes to our reactions. We see a lot of other reactors who may not be, at least as per my what I see and standards, that they aren't really doing justice to the music they are listening, but they get a lot more views than we both get. And I get, sometimes I get disheartened, sometimes it is very confusing to understand. Very slowly we both understood that it is the location that matters, that YouTube understands you're making videos, maybe it is for Indian people or it is for the people of Asia, not beyond that. And that is the reason why we get less views, and especially to the bands we haven't heard, people in Asia haven't heard, or people in Africa haven't heard, they get even lesser views because people aren't looking for those things. When we do popular things that are popular in India or in Asia or in Africa, they get more views instantly, and then by the time they actually reach the West, they do well. But what happens when it starts only very slow? It's like a stale, about 10-20 days old oyster that is being served to a person who's not interested in it anymore. It's stinking from far away. Only 25 views.
Okay,
How will I see it?
Why is this? You gave an excellent example to explain it, but people may not understand. It's really important to listen to what Kirti says here, and as well as whatever I have to add to it, because this determines how this reaction will do.
Yeah.
What we are going to react to this song and the next song, perhaps in the same video, it will determine how well it will do for this artist. And it will also tell you why it's so important how we react to it and what we say and why we are doing this. So the important thing is, why does it seem like stale oysters to them? Could you help it with the example of the thumbnail that we were talking about, or that I also shared in an earlier video?
The problem is the platform has always been based on how many views a video has got. People determine how popular or how good the quality of a video will be only based on the views they see and how long ago it was uploaded. If within hours it has got many views in thousands, people automatically think it is very popular, it's something very good to watch, and people instantly click. Or even misleading thumbnails that get a lot of views, even if people come in and go realizing that it wasn't what the thumbnail was saying, still they get the view count up. We both never put a misleading thumbnail.
It is always a thumbnail from within the video. That's what a thumbnail is.
Yeah.
By definition, a thumbnail is something from within the video. So we never take it from outside. Most other reactors, they take it from outside, or they add fonts to it, they add colorings to it. They do a lot of things to, jazz it up, which is well and good. But we choose to be honest and open and simple. Simple living, high thinking. That's our philosophy. So the same thing comes in our reactions, the way we react to things. So when people, for example, to continue with what Kirti is saying, to explain it in a little better way, in simpler way for YouTubers, because I've been on YouTube for ages now. So what happens is, if this reaction that we do gets 80 views in 24 hours, because by the time it goes through India, since it first goes through people in India, then Asia, then Africa, And then finally the real fans of these bands, probably artists we are listening to for the first time today. So finally it will reach UK or USA, where these bands probably are known. Here they are absolutely unknown.
You know, last time we heard for the first time.
Out of 3.5 to 4 billion people living in this part of the world, probably less than 2,000 people may have heard this song.
Yeah.
And this is based on my understanding of music for more than 40 years of my life. So how much I've heard, how much I've seen, spoken, interacting with record label executives and things like that, I know what I know. And so, you know, when we react to music, when nobody else knows what we are doing in this part of the world, by the time it reaches after 24 hours to someone in UK, where these guys may be from, the real fans of this band, they see only 40 views on the video in one day. So they get disheartened. They think it's a bad reaction. It's
something is wrong.
Something is wrong. Maybe they judge us by our skin color automatically. So what happens is we fail. We fail to make a communication with them or fail to get a view from them. And the artist fails. So what happens is it's really important that people understand how the algorithm works. And that's what we are doing, this educational campaign in our videos and taking it very aggressively, because it's important for the fans of these bands to understand that even if you come in later or once you're a subscriber and click the bell, obviously you'll get most of our videos, or all of them. And you may choose to watch whichever you want to watch. That is a different story altogether. But to go to new markets, it first goes through Mumbai, then India, then Asia, then Africa, then Australia, then to the European countries, then to North America, South America. So by the time we get to the real fans of most of these artists we are reacting to, we are stale. That's where the oysters come in after 20 days. It's you'll die. You can't eat that kind of oyster. The same goes with YouTube. You see those 40 views after one day, 80 views, 500 views, and then you see other reactors in the US who got
instantly
over 100,000 views for the same reaction, and maybe in just 2 weeks. You wonder how these guys must be so bad. They are so disrespectful, or they're so bad reactors that nobody even watches them. So we are judged based on those parameters, which is so unfortunate. It's so racist even. I would call it racist, because it's an unfair way to put out our videos and for YouTube to categorize our reactions based on our location and things like that. It's really, really sad and unfair how the system works.
By now the system should have learned.
But there's a positive side to it. Let me wind up with that and then we start very quickly. And I promise we'll take some more time if this song requires an in-depth analysis. The fact is, there's a positive. Remember, both of us said this band may not be heard much in Asia. That's true. We haven't heard of it. And especially me being a music lover and listening to a lot of Western music. If I haven't heard of them all my life, and this song either, chances are most of Asia hasn't heard of them. Maybe apart from Japan.
They didn't come to
Maybe apart from Japan. You know, and Australia is not in Asia, by the way. So many people confused because of the Football World Cup. They think it's part of Asia. Because they qualify from Asia, Australia. Australia, New Zealand and all the countries in that side. So they are different. They are totally different.
Continent.
The fact is, when we react to music, having that advantage of being from Mumbai and going first to Mumbai and India and then Asia and Africa and then other continents and last to the fans of this band, the advantage we have is that we tap into all the new markets who have not heard this music. So when they see us or they are curious or they have time to kill, they click on the reaction and you have a new market opened up which you could never tap into possibly without YouTube and without this reaction. So we'll talk more about it later. Let's not waste more time. Let's get started. It's not a waste of time though. It's very important what we both discussed.
Because only reacting to the song, it has not been, informing people what our motives are. And sometimes there is a huge gap between us.
We are unfairly targeted all the time because of our low views. People think because we are from India, this is happening. Yes, it is actually happening because of that. But the fact is that we also are making great reactions. When the reaction starts now, you'll know what we are talking about. Let's get started. That also puts a lot of pressure on us now, doesn't it? Let's get started. First time single take honest reaction to this song.
Don't let the sun catch you crying. The night's the time for all your tears. Your heart may be broken tonight, but tomorrow in the morning light, don't let the sun catch you crying. The nighttime shadows disappear, and with them go all your tears. For the morning will bring joy for every girl and boy. So don't let the sun catch you crying. We know that crying's not a bad thing, but stop your crying when the birds sing. It may be hard to discover that you've been left for another, but don't forget that love's a game, and it can always come again. Oh, don't let the sun catch you crying. Don't let the sun catch you crying, oh no, oh, oh, oh.
Oh,
Wow.
this was beautiful. This was well worth the wait for all of us
Yeah.
in Mumbai, in India, in Asia, Africa, those who are getting
All
this
the way
reaction
till the
first.
UK.
Possibly, yeah, and then finding out where this band is actually from at the end of it all.
Yeah.
So, to all who are joining us for the first time, wasn't that a great song? Wow, I absolutely loved it. Very simple topic. What was your experience like listening to it? And also tell us more about the voice, the music. This was a bit different from the last song.
Yeah, that's
Musically.
exactly what I wanted to say first up. That it was completely different, I would say, from the last one that we heard. It had its own charm. It had the charm of the band itself. Here I couldn't say, oh, it sounded like the Beatles.
Yeah, definitely
This
not.
was Jerry or Gerry, however it is pronounced, and the Pacemakers. That's what it sounded like. I like his voice. I like the way it was sung. It reminded me a little bit of Buddy Holly.
Little bit, yeah.
Yeah, and that was the violin, right?
Yeah, I
That
think
was
so,
setting the
Yeah.
mood and the ambience that we felt during
Yeah.
the song. I liked the music, I liked the drumming, and I liked especially the way it was sung and the beautiful message within those lines.
The drumming
Very
also was
simple.
very light.
Yeah,
Like
very,
a knock.
very light.
Like a knock on the drums.
Yeah.
Rather than hitting it.
No,
Banging
yeah.
it.
It was made for easy listening.
Yeah.
It was made for easy listening more than rock and roll. It sounded great. It was soothing. It was calming, and I like the message of it all. Don't let the sun catch you crying. You may have had a rough day today. You may have had a bad day today. Let the night take care of it, and get over it by morning. Start afresh every single day. What a simple message.
Yeah,
Poetic lines as well.
Yeah, the main thing is that obviously it seems like there's an end to the relationship.
Yeah.
And because of this, she's crying or he's crying.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, love is just a game, as he said. I mean, the band is explaining it that way. I wouldn't say it's a game. But the fact is that it's a game and it got over.
Yeah.
And like a game ends, you can start a new game.
Start
You can
afresh.
reset, start afresh, just like a video game. I'm assuming that's what they're trying to compare it with.
Yeah.
So, you can start afresh. It will come back again. You will find someone better maybe. Like they say, the other fish in the sea. But I don't like hearing that phrase. When I was young and somebody told me that, I didn't like hearing it because I didn't want any fish in my life. Unless the ones that I wanted to eat, the tasty fresh fish. But I didn't connect with that. But then I realized what they meant actually a little bit later. I'm talking about really young days. Because you say, how come you don't know this expression? When I was really young, 11 years old, I didn't know what this meant. Other fish in the sea, the other fish. Elders at home would say, don't worry, she didn't kiss you, she didn't talk to you today, don't worry. So I said, what are they talking about? There are other fish in the sea. Don't worry.
I didn't want to eat fish in the first place anyway.
Yeah, give me my chow mein. Like the Werewolves of London song.
Yeah.
The beef chow mein.
Beef chow mein.
Give me my chow mein. So the fact is, beautiful, beautiful song. Very well sung. I love it.
Yeah.
So romantic, so soothing. It's easy listening, as Kirti said towards the end when she's analyzed it.
Yeah.
And the takeaways are that it's not the end of the world. If things don't work out in a relationship, it's not the end of the world. It's difficult. Definitely it's difficult. There's grief, there's sadness, there's pain. So but move on.
Okay, if you're done, if you have nothing more to say, can I add something?
Yeah.
Just like the introduction, we spoke about the algorithms of the platform. There is one thing I would like especially Arnie to know. Since we gave a lengthy introduction and then we spoke at length about how the videos go, how our reactions actually reach where it reaches at the end. There is also a catch-22 situation in the entire program, and that is the copyright restrictions of the bands that are imposed on the music that we react to. So what happens, everything that is popular in Asia, in India, like the Beatles,
and Elvis.
It's popular, but can we actually react to it even if we want to? There's no way. They don't really keep it open.
Yeah, it may change tomorrow.
It may
Not
change.
that it's only for India.
It's for everyone.
All over the world.
Nobody
All
is
over the
reacting to bands like Led Zeppelin, bands like the Beatles.
No, there are people reacting to them, but how they react and why they react, all that is not our concern. We follow the rules of the book.
That is there.
The guidelines of YouTube. We follow it almost blindly, and we take strict action if we find we are breaking any guidelines before YouTube comes and tells us that we are breaking it. So we are very particular about that.
They don't tell you.
That's part of our culture. We are that way, and we've been raised that way. So we do it by the book. We don't want to break guidelines and pause videos and pause songs and listen to it without headphones. And there are a lot of guidelines that people break to break the laws. We don't want to do that.
So, in case it confuses that there's so much popular stuff and it must be very, very popular in India, I will request that unfortunately it wouldn't go online. That's the only thing I wanted to add. Let's move on to our next song and reaction.
We'll take a quick break and we'll be back in 8 seconds. Thank you.
Namaste YouTube, welcome to Cafe Enoma and welcome to our reaction to Get Together of the Youngbloods. This is our first time single take honest reaction to the Youngbloods and the song Get Together.
Let's get started right away, and if we have time at the end, we'll discuss the song obviously, and we'll also talk about other things which are important for reactions like these to do well and for the artist to be known a lot more in our side of the world, where I don't think anybody knows the Youngbloods.
First time for us, right?
First time, yeah. Nobody must be knowing these guys here, or girls. Let's get started.
Love is but a song we sing, feels the way we die. You can make the mountains ring, or make the angels cry. Though the bird is on the wing, and you may not know why. Come on, people now, smile on your brother, everybody get together, try to love one another right now.
Nice ringtone.
Some may come and some may go, we will surely pass. When the one that left us here returns for us at last, We are but a moment's sunlight fading in the grass. Come on, people now, smile on your brother. Everybody get together, try to love one another right now. Come on, people now, smile on your brother. Everybody get together, try to love one another right now. Come on, people now, smile on your brother. Everybody get together, try to love one another right now. If you hear the song I sing, you will understand. Listen, you hold the key to love and fear, all in your trembling hand. Just one key unlocks them both. It's there at your command. People now, smile on your brother. Everybody get together, try to love one another right now. Come on, people now, smile on your brother. Everybody get together, try to love one another right now. I said, come on, people now, smile on your brother. Everybody get together, try to love one another right now. Right now, right now.
Oh,
Wow.
beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I love listening to. So pure. This is the advantage of listening to music
Yeah,
along with headphones.
yeah,
As
definitely.
music
Yeah, I
lovers and
get it.
reactors, we insist on this one. The music is so clearly bifurcated to make it such a holistic, wholesome experience.
Yeah.
The guitar in the right ear, the drums in the left ear, vocals in both ears.
both.
Beautifully, beautifully arranged. And you can only get that experience really in the headphones. Because even if it's on speakers and it's Dolby Stereo and all that, once it's in speakers, unless the perfect angles are made to get to you, literally like a triangular shape angle,
Yeah.
you're not going to get it the way. And I'm a DJ, so I know those kind of things intimately for years of my life. So it's really, really important to listen to music with headphones, good quality headphones, and especially if you're a reactor.
Yeah.
And it often shocks me when I see reactors with a lot of views and subscribers, hence the talk of algorithm. Why it's, that's why it's that way probably. Because otherwise any music lover would not appreciate a reactor listening to music that they love and have been raised with, possibly. Listening to that music without headphones
Minus headphones.
and not really caring about the music, pausing it every 30 seconds, disrespecting the artist, disrespecting the music for their 2 cents. Wow, that was beautiful. Oh, I thought about this, and I thought about that. Save it. Save it till the song is done. Me as a music lover, I completely hate that. When reactors pause it and say, oh, wow. Save that or say it at that time and then continue it later so people know this is what you want to talk about. Pick up from where you left off. Though, that infuriates me. So that's the importance. I love this arrangement, it really makes it so important what Kirti, the guideline she sets as a chief of Enoma, and me too sometimes, that using headphones is a must when we sit here. When we sit here and listen to music, that is a basic respect we can give. As Indians from another part of the world, where most of our music comes from, the least we can do is give the respect while listening to it, right?
You get almost everything through the headphones when we listen to. We both get the same music, and where it is supposed to come, how much it is supposed to come. On the right, there was the guitar playing. On the left, there was the drums
Let's
playing.
not repeat ourselves. Let's get to the song
Yes.
now. How did you enjoy it, Kirti?
I loved it. I loved it. Come on, people, get together. That's the message of the song. It was sung beautifully. I like the guitar tune that was playing. You know, at moments it felt like it was done on an organ. The way it was constantly playing, you know, the sound of it was as if it was being done on an organ. That's how it sounded. And I like the drums going along with it, but especially the guitar tune. That was marvelous to listen to with the vocals.
And what do you think about that? Come on, people, come on, brother. Let's get together right now. Let's love one another right now. What's your thought about that message?
It's a beautiful song with a very strong message. Unfortunately, songs, messages always, and I don't know why, remain only in the song. Even when people listen to these songs almost every single day, they don't really apply it in their life.
That's true.
The application of it is so rare that a lot of people love listening to these songs. They want to listen to it almost every day. They want to have it in their playlist. They want to promote it. They want to talk about it to other people. If for some reason, there wouldn't be any reason, we dropped acid today and we gave a negative feedback for this song, the kind of flack that we would be getting in return, people would forget what exactly the song is talking about.
Yeah, that's the point.
That happens.
That's the biggest joke at times on this platform as well as
Or
other places
brotherhood,
probably.
celebrating togetherness, spreading the love, spreading the care, and that happens.
When the song talks about doing things like that, and then the fans come and say, oh, they didn't like this about us or that about us, or they didn't like the music or anything. It sounds so cheap and shameful of them and their upbringing and culture. It's a reflection of it. You know, sadly, and not everyone's like that. Obviously, most people we have encountered on this platform are phenomenal. They are classy, they have good taste in music, good taste in movies, good taste in other aspects of life. And we've had the good fortune and opportunities to talk to many of them at length as patrons, as friends and family. Some of them from across the world have united because of these reactions. And this is one such song which I would love to share with many of my family and friends because the message is pretty clear. Perhaps it was released at a time when there was a lot of inequality, a lot of discrimination, a lot of peril in the world. Those times are no different now, depending which part of the world you come from. At any given point of time, there is discrimination, there is racism, there is inequality in different spheres and aspects of human life. So when you hear songs like these and lines like that, it's so inspiring, it's so uplifting. It encourages us to keep aside our differences and get together and be united and, you know,
smile together.
Yeah, smile together. It's all about that, isn't it? What a beautiful, strong, powerful message by these guys. Wow, amazing, amazing. And it's so astonishing and even a bit shameful that this kind of songs don't get to our ears. Because of the algorithms of medias like that, like the platform we are on, we don't get to hear about songs
They don't
like that.
want people to
It's
get
such
together.
a sad thing for me that it's the first time in my life I'm listening to this song. You know, when I've heard, 12,000, 13,000 songs by now in English and then so many more in my country's languages, it's shocking that I've not heard this song. Because I can almost bet that it must be a big hit in their part of the world. So considering I have not heard it, I don't think many others in Asia would have heard it. So I hope today many new people join us and they enjoy this experience. All the things that we have discussed too will get to their ears and they'll understand what we are doing and how we are opening up new markets for these artists. And at the same time, we are here for the love of music and also it's a part-time job. Often on a couple of our commenters say, y'all are just here for the money or y'all are just here for your counseling, you know, to learn a lot from the music and all that we write. So we should not make money for the time that we do here. These lights, these timers, these cameras, this laptop, the electricity we use, the internet that we use to research upload, publish, to see these videos, to see the comments. Everything costs a lot of money. We live in one of the most expensive cities on earth. And even if you didn't live in one of the most expensive cities, everything like that costs money. So when you're talking about that kind of time for two educated, learned people, postgraduates, spending 30 minutes for this one video, it costs a lot. So you expect us to do it for free? Is that so? Please do it yourself and don't ever return to this video or our channel again. That's very clear for me. If you have that kind of a stupid, ignorant, immature, cheap mindset, please don't. This music is not for you.
This music
That's
isn't
the
for
point.
you.
This music will not make a difference to you. If you have that kind of mindset about people and things, this kind of music will not help you. It will not help us. It will not help anyone. Please stay away from our channel at least. Rest is your choice, obviously. But don't be here. Don't irritate anyone over here and our family and friends and loyal subscribers. We don't need your cheap mindset on this platform. At least as long as we are online. We can go online anytime, offline anytime. That's how the platform is and that's how life is. You know, every day so many people are shot dead, so many people meet with an accident, so many people die of HIV, AIDS, so many people die of cancer, so many people born to. There are a lot of changes happening. The important thing is at the end of the day, just smile. We're all one on the inside. We may be different on the outside, but we are all one on the inside. Take the message from the song in the right
I
way.
like those lines when he said, the command is in your hand. The key to all these things is in your hand.
And the control is in your mind.
In your mind. You choose whether you want a peaceful world or you want to create chaos.
Anything else you'd like to share, Kirti, or we'll wind up? I think we're done here.
I think, yeah. Let's say goodbye. Thank you for watching.